An amazing story here. Tonight, we're sharing the story of a woman who has felt displaced her entire life, having overcome abuse, loss, even a falsified death. What would you do to keep your family together? WUCT's Ann McAdams takes us on a journey of a family from Burgaw trying desperately to reconnect with their sister half a world away.
A brother and sister meeting for the first time more than 40 years after their birth. An emotional family reunion Ann Pung-Persert had been waiting for her whole life.
The hug that she gave us, it was just like she didn't want to let go.
This is the first time Ann and her brother Pete have ever seen each other in person. And unless immigration laws change, they won't be seeing each other again anytime soon. Pete Lipford knew he had a sister, but thought she had died decades ago, and so did their father, Wayne. Back in 1968, Wayne was a young Army officer stationed in Thailand. He was there for the Vietnam War and fell in love with a Thai woman working on base named Kham Nuan. Together, they had a baby girl named Ann, and they were by all accounts a happy family until Wayne was hit by a grenade and rushed back to the U.S. to recover. Unmarried, a nation and ocean between them, the best Wayne could do from his hospital bed was send love letters to his sweetheart and money orders to support his young family.
But Wayne's plans to marry and bring his new wife and daughter back to the U.S. were cut short. He got a letter from Kham Nuan's family saying she and his daughter Ann had died of a sudden illness. But that was a lie, told by a desperate grandmother who had just lost her daughter and did not want her granddaughter taken back to the U.S.
Too injured to ever return to Vietnam, years passed. Wayne married an American woman, had 2 more children, and moved to Wilmington. But he never forgot Kham Nuan and Ann.
He sat down and told me the whole story. He said that, I wanted to be up front. I didn't tell you I didn't want to wait till you got to the right age to let you know that, I have a daughter that that was born, while I was in Vietnam, and I supported her. I supported her mother.
So Pete knew his father's past, but he did not realize he still had a sister who was very much trying to find him.
Did you make your crepes today?
This is Ann today. She is 47, and thanks to the pictures she saved all those years of her father, she was finally able to find him online, only to learn he had died of cancer 6 months earlier. She was devastated, but found a sign of hope, this time on social media, named Pete, her half-brother. It took some convincing, but it was hard for Pete to ignore Ann's pictures and old love letters from their father to her mother.
Once I saw the letters and I recognized my dad's handwriting, then I knew it was legitimate.
In a moment, and across the globe, a new family was formed.
Yeah.
Pete knew immediately he didn't want a pen pal. He wanted his family together, especially after learning the kind of life Ann had lived because her father was American.
Ann's half-white skin meant a lifetime of discrimination in Thailand. The public considered kids like her children of the enemy that had occupied their lands. This is an old family photo, Ann's family in Thailand. Her own aunts and uncles wanted her sent to an orphanage. Pete wants to bring her home, his home, here in North Carolina.
Ann has never wanted anything but love, and that's what our family is. Our family is, it's all about love, and it would just, I don't know, it would just mean so much. It would just mean like, I've completed what my dad would have wanted.
The law is not on their side. Even though Congress passed a Homecoming Act in the 80s to streamline immigration for children of U.S. service members, abuse of the system prompted a crackdown. While Ann's pictures and letters helped get her Amerasian status approved, she is having to wait 7 years for her visa to process with no guarantee it will be approved. For now, Pete and his family have to travel to Thailand if they want to see her.
It's been difficult to know they're there and they're struggling. And if they were here, we could help them. But we can't get them here.
After a heartbreaking goodbye in Thailand, Pete and his wife Kim went to Washington, pleading their case to bring Ann here now to lawmakers from North Carolina.
They've all listened to our story, or at least their staff has listened to our stories. And, you know, they've made some inquiries, but the response is all the same. The law says they have to wait.
But a Wisconsin congressman, moved by a story of another family in a similar situation, introduced new legislation. He is hoping for bipartisan support for a bill to help families of U.S. service members.
Rather than putting them at the back of the line through a very long and sometimes uncertain visa application process, this would provide more focus and try to expedite that for them so that they can rejoin their father or mother, as the case is, here in America.
Congressman Kind's proposal is the best Pete and Ann can hope for.
We're doing everything we can to get you here to America.
To buy back some of the time after more than 40 years apart.
Congressman Kind's bill was referred to committee, but he hopes to have it brought to the House floor for a vote later this year. North Carolina Congressman Walter Jones tells WECT he will support the bill if it comes to the floor for a vote, which is notable for potential bipartisan support since Jones is a Republican and Kind is a Democrat. We'll be right back.